Hey guys, we're gonna be talking um about our studio. We're gonna be talking about some shit that was said about me previous to my return. And yes, for all the people wondering, we will be talking about our favorite student, Lychee. This is probably the last time I will ever talk about her seriously in a video. Hopefully, unless something new stuff surfaces, which I hope not. First of all, I wanna clarify some stuff about lychee, which I said in the previous video, but I'll say again. I don't hate lychee. I don't dislike lychee. I just dislike the person that she's showing to be right now, who I don't think is her true self. Or I'd like to believe. Maybe I'm just in denial, but I don't think she actually turned out to be this sort of awful person. And if she did, oh my god, bro, it might be over for me for ever believing in someone. But yes, I all the shit I've said about her, it's mostly about the mask that she's shown, if we can even call it that. So we're just gonna say the actions that she's made. I don't support any of her recent actions. I don't know how she's been doing recently because I haven't talked with her, obviously. And I fucking sound like a robot right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just want to say that most of the stuff I heard that happened to her recently, it's all against her persona. I know most of the shit said about her is true, but I also believe that she deserves to defend herself. Something that I wasn't able to do when shit was talked about me while I was on my break. Because a lot of misconceptions and a lot of lies have been said about me while I was gone. And I don't know if any of those are lingering on anyone's mind right now. So I will be talking about that. And yeah, anyways, back to Light. She's gonna be mentioned a lot through this video because a lot of stuff relates to her. And I just wanna say I would love to talk with her again, but for two reasons. One, to hear her side of the story. I believe that her side of the story matters a lot because she's the one being criticized the most, and she's also the one that criticized me a lot. So I think it's very valid. I would just sit down. I wouldn't even judge anything of the stuff she says. I would just sit down and listen, like, so that's what happened. Because I just want to know her side of the story. I believe hearing both sides of the story is important. And when there's a lot of shit being said about you, I believe that you deserve a chance to defend yourself, even if you're an awful person. I believe you deserve a chance to speak. Anyone deserves to speak for themselves. And it's something that I wasn't able to do that I will be doing about this video, speaking about or against the stuff that was said about me. And maybe agreeing with a few of them. I don't know. I'll have to think. Because right now I only remember a few, but if I remember more, then hell yeah. I don't have a script. I don't have a list. It's just gonna be stuff coming up. Fucking hell, look at this game. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I want to talk with Lychee to hear her point of view. And the second one is kind of selfish. It's kind of irrational, and a lot of people are gonna criticize me for this based on what I've been saying about her being banned from a studio. Which yes, she's banned from a studio. If she ever comes back, I'm banning her immediately. And I'm not even gonna talk about her in the studio anymore. I made that very clear. But as I mentioned, this will be a very irrational thing to say and a very selfish thing to say. But I would love to watch the AJ Styles retirement tour with Lychee because back when Lychee was on her prime, when we had cool Lychee, and this video might look right now like we're just gonna talk about Lychee, but trust me, most of the video is gonna be me talking about the stuff that was said about me. But yeah, back when Lychee was on her prime, I'd like to say we had a lot of fun watching wrestling together and playing stuff together and just overall talking, socializing, dare I say. And I fucking suck at this game. I'm very sorry if you're trying to watch the gameplay. You're not gonna enjoy it. I have to say that I do miss those times. I do miss that time where stuff was as simple as just saying like, "Hey, wanna watch Clash in Paris? Not Clash in Paris, but Backlash France," which was a show after WrestleMania. It is my favorite female live event, not only because it was beautiful as a live event, but because I watched it with her. And it has my favorite match, which is Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles, which is my favorite match because, first of all, I love AJ Styles. I love Cody Rhodes. I love AJ Styles way more, but Cody Rhodes is still cool. The match was just awesome. The crowd was just awesome. And the most important thing, I watched it with the person back in the day that I loved the most, Lychee. Because back then, I loved her a lot. She was the most important person to me. Now she isn't. She's kind of at the bottom. So it meant a lot for me. And now hearing that AJ Styles is gonna retire next year, it makes me very sad. And well, now AJ Styles is tag team champion, so I would love to just talk about his retirement tour with Lychee. So if she's watching this, first of all, hi. You're gonna hear a lot of shit about your persona. I'm very sorry. Second of all, I invite you to just fucking watch AJ Styles retirement tour. But like that's it. I just want to watch that shit with you because I don't like the person you turned out to be recently or the actions you've done because I truly don't believe this is the person you are. But I like the person you were before. So that's why I'm saying this is a very rational thing for me to say, but I would love to bring back those memories. And that's it. That's all I have to say. Again, that's only on the hypothetical case she's watching the video, which I don't think. Because why will she watch the video? Anyways, so let's start with the stuff that has been said about me. First, we're gonna talk about Cattery, everyone's least favorite student, I'd say. No, actually, I think most of us truly care about Cattery in one way or another. They've been in the studio since day one, pretty much. They were part of the OG gang, which was me, Meg, and Cattery, of course. And Cartoonati was there as well, but we don't talk about him because he died of lung cancer. Obviously, he didn't. I was Cartoonati all this time. Oh my god, I suck at this game. So they've been there for a while, and I care about them deeply. But they're a fucking asshole, and they've been an asshole since day one. And they have changed a lot. Yes, and they have changed for the better, and they have improved a lot as a person. But they're still an asshole regardless. So that has to be said for what I'm about to say, for context, of course. So he said that, and I'm gonna bring Light back. Um, that I gave Lychee the green light to groom him, and that's the most fucked up comment that I read because I think you know already because I said in the studio I was reading the comments or not the comments but like the messages that mentioned me, and most of them, well, not most of them but many of them were fucked up, and this was one of them, just saying that I gave Lychee the green light to groom you. First of all, that lacks a lot of context and that sounds so fucked up. I will never give anyone the green light to groom anyone, which this topic will be brought back again because someone else said something similar, which I don't agree with. So yeah, can't reset that. And what I have to say about that is that's total bullshit. What really happened is that me and Lychee were talking, and we were talking about Canary, of course. And I just randomly mentioned that they were like 19, because they well, Carrie lied about their age. I'm gonna say they because we all know Cadra's trans. Uh, for the people that don't know, it's just a joke. They're not trans, okay? But yeah, we all know Cadra's trans. We gotta we either use they them or he him. We cannot use she her anymore. It's really hard for me. But they lied not only about their gender because again the whole trans stuff is a joke, but they also lied about their age and many stuff. And I understand why they will do that, but it also got them in trouble at the end of the day. Instead of lying, just don't say anything unless you have to, which they didn't have to. Oh my god, bro. So they lie about their age, and I believed that the whole time. I thought they were like, it will be like 2 years older than me now, kind of. No, like 1 to 2 years older than me. I truly believe they were indeed older than me, but that's not true. They actually turned out to be way younger than me. But this whole time I was believing that yes, they were old, they were an adult. So I told Lychee that, and then Lychee, saw it as like, oh, okay, so it's okay if I flirt with this person, and the whole controversy happened. So Carrie wanted to pin it on me, and I'm gonna say that's biggest bullshit I've ever heard. He told it to me directly. I will give him credit for that. He confronted me about it, and to that I told him that, bro, you fucking lie about your age. Don't be a bitch. Why do you keep falling this part? I'm so sorry. So yeah, I told him to, that's bullshit. I mean, you lied. This is what happens to you. It's all on you. The consequences are all on you. As fucked up as it sounds. I know no one got groomed in the end. Thank God. Some weird shit was said to Carrie. Yes, I'm very sorry for him for that. He's probably traumatized. He is kind of traumatized, but oh well. Oh well. I'm making it seem like it's not a big deal, but it might be a big deal. So just take that as you will. So yeah, that was a comment that was made about me. It was clarified, at least to him, but not to everyone else. I think so. You just know that Gary lied about their age, and that happened. Another comment. This one's from Compy. He mentioned this in my studios. I think it's good to talk about him, and he also like told that to me directly, like after I returned recently. That apparently one of my advice was encouraging him to get laid with his ex-girlfriend, which is not fucking true. And I will have to give some context about it because I think it's fucking disrespectful that he's saying this shit. Because it's fucking awful. Like, encouraging him to to get groomed? Like that's crazy. That's the second time it's happening. Maybe the Bob, you're a fucking groomer thing Cattery said is indeed true. Like, I'm starting to question myself. Actually, no, because I know what the hell happened. So what happened is that there was time. I'm gonna fucking say it. Where Campy. Actually, no, I'm not gonna fucking say it. I'm just gonna give you like the general stuff everyone knows. Campy wasn't doing well. And yeah. So there was like some stuff with their ex. I don't know how much they've said, so I can't really say much. I'll just say that obviously, as an ex, they broke up logically, and they got back because, as far as I think I'm allowed to say, Compy was looking for a place to stay, but he didn't really have much options other than her girlfriend's house or outside. Like, well, me speaking as a Mexican who lives in a dangerous as fuck country, I said, well, freaking stay with your ex, whatever. Well, like, bro, it's either that or being outside and being killed, which in my country it's very common, but I don't know how common it is uh, over there. So I was talking a little bit about my own experience. So yeah, they went to their ex, and according to them, they got groomed by their ex, and they didn't really tell me that until recently and until I saw that message in the studio as well. So I think it's wrong to say. And first of all, I'm gonna apologize for that piece of advice because first of all, I had no context. I want to clarify that. But even then, I should have been smart enough to know that Comp is not in a good state to be with their ex. It's their fucking ex. Obviously, some stuff is gonna happen. But I thought, I thought stuff was normal. But no, I lacked context. But yes, I will apologize for even suggesting that. I should have just told him, nah, man, just find another alternative. Because there was probably another alternative. There is always a thing you can do. And I shouldn't have, related his situation to the stuff that's happening in my country. And maybe I should have just said, yeah, just stay outside, man. But yeah, I want to apologize for that. But I also want to say, like, it didn't push for you to be groomed. And he also did tell me he realized that it wasn't really my fault. So shout out for him for that. But he didn't really say it in the studio, so I want to clarify that we kind of spoke about it, and it's kind of cleared up already. But he didn't really like obviously apologize to Studio because why would he? And there is no reason to, so I don't blame him. So I'm just bringing you the news that that situation is kind of solved already. But he did make it seem like it was all my fault, which it really wasn't. So I just want to say that. And it's something really fucked up that it disgusts me that I had to talk about, because it was just fucking two topics in which I wasn't even there. Like, I was literally just saying some stuff, and I couldn't defend myself. That's why they surfaced, because I couldn't speak for myself because I was outside of the system. So I had literally two allegations of me pushing someone to be groomed, which is fucking wild. So as I said, maybe it is my fault. Anyways, other stuff that has been said about my persona. This one comes from Lychee. Uh, when I was on my break, I think she was really nice about me. She made some really cute comments. Like, it was really heartwarming to read. Like, I was like, oh, So she does miss me, like every other student. Like reading all the messages of y'all saying that y'all miss me was really, really cute, I'd say. And after a while, I remember I posted a story on my Instagram, which she talked about, which I'm kind of pissed that she shared. But again, I will talk about that eventually. Where I don't remember what the story was about, but she like replied with a heart. And I'm like, hey, you can talk with me anytime, okay? I never said you couldn't talk with me through here. I will be fully honest with you. I was baiting her because I knew damn well she will react to my story. So I was baiting her to make the move first, so then I could say that it's just fine if you want to talk with me. Which was such a fucked up thing to do, so manipulative for my part. Even if it's not like a huge deal, it's not really a deal at all. But but it was funny, you know. Because yes, I wanted her to message me. I wanted to gain her attention, which I discussed in my previous video about how much I care to bait people for attention. So it relates to that. We talked for a while. She told me about the Campy situation where he was feeling bad. I talked with Campy, and then she started talking about her own stuff, and I did the worst thing imaginable, and I'm gonna apologize for that. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I abandoned her when I shouldn't have abandoned her, which I shouldn't abandon anyone at all, unless like they are actually bad. I abandoned her and I left her in like a really hardship moment, and I regret that every single day because I feel like that just fucked up everything. I mean, everything was kind of fucked up already, partly because of her, but after I left her, things went even worse. So I apologize for Lychee again if she's watching that. I just abandoned her because I just sent her a message like, "Oh, I'm just tired. I can't with this." I wasn't really mean, but I still abandoned her regardless. So yeah, I apologize for that. And so that all that stuff happens. I abandoned her, which again I'm deeply sorry and I regret that every single time because I don't think me as a future psychologist should abandon anyone, especially a friend, even if I'm a psychologist or not in the future or I study that. I shouldn't abandon anyone that I consider a friend just because they're telling me about their problems, just because they're trusting me about their problems. So I will never ever do that again in my life. I hope I can stay true to that word. Um, so yeah, all that happened, and then she started like slowly throwing shade at my name, like saying stuff like, "Oh, our studio will be a better place with a parvo," and she was like trying to hype herself up as the new savior, which I fucking hate that term of her studio. I only say that like a joke, but I think she didn't really say that term, but she was kind of pushing for that idea of her like doing better from her studio than I did, which is not cool. So that happens, and like a lot of bad stuff said about me. I don't know if she ever said something on my back, but I gotta give it to her. She has kept many of the stuff I told her to keep a secret as a secret, so I respect her for that. I'm grateful for that as well. But she has said a lot of bad stuff about me, and she has leaked a few stuff like my Instagram interactions with her. Not really my Instagram, but in my interaction with her. So I think that's fucked up. So yeah, she started saying a lot of that stuff about me. I can't really defend also that stuff because it was like minor bad comments, just like Parvo for y'all love Parvo too much. I don't agree with that, or Mysterio will be better without Parvo. And I'd say that's not true, but I'm kind of biased in that. Obviously, obviously, um, because why would you say that? Why would Mysterio be better without me? I mean, the evidence is there. You're there. They're awful. I'm with them right now, and they're not perfect, but that's because you left them that way. So I think the evidence speaks for itself. And I know that sounds fucked up, but that's how I see it. Maybe I'm just blind. So yeah, and like a lot of people were shitting on her when she was there, but when I was there, barely anyone was doing that. So there was like a levels of respect that I had that she didn't. So that also says a lot about her persona and maybe how she was treating them. So yeah, I just want to clarify that all those comments probably come from some sort of personal view and not really like a professional, if that's the right word, view. Like they were very obvious, like biased comments of my persona, not really objective. So just bear that in mind. But yeah, again, most of the comments I do about her are also kind of biased. So you just take that in mind. Except like the comments where I accuse her of doing something that she did. But like all the mean comments I say about her are obviously biased. So yeah, just bear that in mind. So I'm not as different as I'm not that different from her when it comes to those comments. Another comment that was said about me, it was fuck. Who the fuck said this shit? Hold on, I think it was Scattery. Uh, yeah, I was Scattery. They and this is just a random thing I want to mention. Like they would randomly, for some reason, try to sort of have this rivalry with me. Like they were not like being explicit about it, like, "Oh, I'm your rival." No, that's corny as fuck. They were more like saying stuff like, "I'm gonna buy these psychology books just to spite Parvo," which makes no sense because I think that's base as fuck. I love that. I'm glad he did that. But yeah, he will like constantly try to sort of like compare himself to me and sort of like try to be better than me and stuff. I think that's funny, but it only happens when I'm gone because when he's there, I guess the whole system changes, and he probably because I fucked him up a few times. Um, he doesn't say anything about that. So I just want to say that I think that's funny. That's my whole comment about it. I think that's funny. Yes, I'm gonna say that Carrie is my official rival, and yeah, I'm better than them anyways. I beat them in anything, and I'm better than them in psychology as well. Because I'm actually studying psychology. I'm not reading a bunch of books from Sigmund Freud of all people. Which imagine reading a Sigmund Freud book and thinking anything he says makes sense. Some of the stuff he says does make sense, but we're not gonna get into that. So now I want to talk a little about Meg. Yes, Meg. I've said this a few times. I think Meg is an awful leader. I said it as a joke back in Ninja Noodle. Now I truly believe it's real. I think he's an awful leader. It isn't even a comment made about me. This is just sort of like a general comment that came from me. Because like during the lychee stuff, Meg wasn't really doing anything. So I was like, oh, Meg is awful leader, and then everyone started repeating that. I just want to clarify that comment. Yes, I think Meg is an awful leader, and I think his mindset of I'm not gonna do anything for my community because it's I still haven't released my game. I think it's an awful mindset. Like they're not just your fucking community; they're your friends, you moron. Like do something for them. And well, now that I'm here, I do think I can do something for the community. And this brings me to my next topic, which again comes from Kateri, saying that I didn't really keep up to my promise. I don't really know what they meant with that, but assuming on the context of the message, I guess they meant that I didn't really keep up with the promise of saving Restudio from Lychee or fixing Restudio in general, which I never really made that promise. I tried to make Restudio a slightly more tolerable place, which I did for the 1 week that I was there. But I'm not a fucking Jesus. Like I can't make miracles in 1 week, or I can't make miracles at all. I do truly believe that when I'm around, things are more chill because like when I'm not around, I hear like the most fucked up stuff going on in the restaurant. I'm like, oh my god, this never happened when I was there, and when I return, that stuff doesn't happen. So like, I truly believe that when I'm around, things change. But I was just there for 1 week. So you saying that the changes I promised, which I never promised, because I never promised that I was gonna fix anything completely. In fact, I was when I did say something similar, I was just joking. I never said that, so it's kind of fucked up that I say that I don't keep up with my promises in general, just because that happened. And if there was like another time when I didn't keep up with my promises, yeah, that makes sense. I think I fuck up my promises a lot. Like the break when I broke my current break. What a funny sentence. So yeah, I don't think I keep up with my promises a lot. That's it. I think that's all the stuff that should be said. Oh no, there was something else I wanted to comment. Lychee again. I'm gonna cite Lychee 2025, I think. Yeah. She said that during the time I was dating her, I think this was just a joke, so please don't throw shit at Lychee for saying this because I think she was just joking. If she wasn't, oh well. If she was, oh well. No one cares. But I'm still gonna comment about this. She said that during the time I was dating her, apparently I was having some sort of gay relationship with Wafina. First of all, I'm anti-gay. I don't believe in gay people. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually bisexual myself. But during that time, I didn't have a crush on Wafina. It was actually previous to the time I was dating Lychee. I want to comment on that because I made the comment in my video about, oh yeah, I had a crush on Wafina long time ago. Not that long, I mean, like a couple of years maybe, but it was some time ago. So I think it's wrong to say that, uh, and just out of nowhere as well. And it's just mean to say that apparently I was having a gay relationship with someone that I don't even like anymore while being in a relationship with you because that just makes me look bad. Like not cool, like she don't say that again. And I'm if you go to the studio right now, you're gonna see me joking about me liking Wafina. It's just all a reference to that recent video that I made. I truly don't have any hard feelings for Wafina anymore, nor any of their current students. Like I don't see myself even lasting 1 week with any of them, nor do I find them attractive in any way, shape, or form, nor the way they act. So I don't really have a crush on any student. If you thought you had a shot with me, I'm sorry. And yeah, I don't have a crush with Rufina either as well. And even when I was dating with Lychee, that wasn't a thing. Well, that stopped being a thing. Like even long before that. So it was just such a fucked up comment. It also made me look like a douchebag. It probably it was probably weird to Rufina because I know damn well they saw it. And I just think that's a very mean thing to say. So I want to clarify that. That's just bullshit. That's why I believe that Lychee was probably joking. Because if she truly believed that she could connect those two completely unrelated topics and consider them as related, then I think she's crazy. But I don't think she's that stupid. I do think Lychee's kind of smart. I know it's crazy. Oh my god, I can't get up that cloud. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Let me see if I can find one more comment. There was a lot of shit said about me. Horrible. That's again. I was looking for ideas because I wanted to like see, if I could find anything cool for my Monday night studio and Friday night UTD video because I know you people were commenting about those, but it didn't happen. Hold on. I think I found something. No, never mind. I think there is nothing else to say. It's such a shame, really, because I really wanted to like find a really good topic. But I think all the deep comments that were said about me were all those related to the grooming. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, I found this one. Yes, 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 yes. So Lychee here is talking about how I told her that Resturians were racist and misogynistic as well. It seemed, and then she was like acting differently because of that. I think if you act like an asshole because you want to fit in with assholes is wrong. First of all, yes, I said all that about Resturians because I only really said they made those comments because it's not a lie. Resturians back in the day at least made those comments, and I know them well. They are not really ready for a woke women. A women. They fucking fumbled when the first woman we watched Lychee walked in there. So I was right. They were not ready, and she was not ready for them either because it didn't end well. The evidence speaks for itself again. So all I said about Estonians, I didn't really say they were misogynistic. I think I only said they were not used to women, which I was right. I'm glad to say that I was right. And about the racist part, I don't remember. I probably did say that, but I think that was just me hyping y'all up a lot because I can safely say that. maybe not all Resturians are racist. And it's just such a maybe because I don't really know how you see different races. I think we're a very inclusive group, nonetheless. I think I said that to Lychee. Like, I mean, we have all kind of people here, and we don't really give a fuck. I'm gonna stop playing because I'm fucking suck. So I think she was like trying to make it seem like I was making y'all look like the fucking hell, which isn't true. It's not true. Yes, I did mention y'all were fucked up, and I tried to convince her not to join, but it ended up happening anyways. So whatever. Let me see if I can find something elaborated on what she said. Oh. So she's mentioning that she was always mean to your students when she joined. Which, if you're gonna join just to be mean to people, I think that's fucked up. And there's also like small comment here out carry, which is obviously a joke. I know they're self aware. Okay, I'm not gonna try to expose them or anything. Or saying like I'm not a manipulator, which they're obviously joking. They know they manipulate people. I know they manipulate people. Hopefully, they have changed their ways and have found God in their life. Um, oh, there's something. So yeah, that's all. The whole comment was made about that. Yeah, I did hype y'all up a little. And that's it. I'm just saying. I'm literally just repeating the same shit I've said like 5 times. So yeah, that's all I have to say. If you have any questions, anyone really, I'll open my DMs. Sure, why not? And yes, I will try to upload. Maybe not Friday, but Monday Night Studio. I will try to work in that, and you stay tuned for that. Really, and yeah, just be careful with women, because I did mean it when I said it. The students are not ready for women. I didn't really call you misogynistic, but I did say y'all have never experienced any sort of interaction with a woman before, and I was right. Y'all fumbled when the first one walked in. I just love being right. I just love. It's a beautiful feeling. Anyways, stay safe. Apologize for the longest video. It's only 30 minutes actually. It's not that long. Well, I don't apologize then. I wish I could talk more the shit I said, but there were only like two topics that were actually like, okay, what the fuck, and then most of the other stuff that was said about me were like small comments, small bits of comments from Kadri and Lychee, which were the ones that were brought up the most. So I think everything was clarified. If not, my DMs are open. If you think that I didn't really, or I said something you didn't like, or I didn't develop something properly, my DMs are open again. And this video was originally supposed to be me talking about every single Resturian, but I think if you wanna really know what I think about you, again, my DMs are open. That's all I have to say. You stay safe. Again, expect Monday Night Studio. If that doesn't happen, you can block me if you want, leave me stranded, whatever. And also, I will be doing a birthday stream. I will be doing a birthday stream Friday, because Friday is my birthday. Isn't that great? It's gonna be my birthday on Friday, guys. We have to do something to celebrate my birthday. So I'll be doing a few fun tidbits. I asked y'all in the studio to send some stuff. Y'all didn't send shit, so we're just gonna be doing my ideas instead. So yeah, see you Friday on the stream, early morning. I'll give you an hour, whatever. I'll say in the studio. And yes, Friday, woohoo, birthday. You're gonna have to give me a lot of gifts and shit. Um, all I ask for my birthday truly is just for AJ Styles to have a proper retirement. Honestly, the product has been kind of shitting WWE. Like that's all I want for my birthday. And I will also just love a happy birthday. It always cheers me up. You don't have to give me anything, just a simple happy birthday. I hate announcing my birthday, but because I'm gonna do a stream during that day, I think I have to announce it. So yeah, just be around for that date. Anyways, love y'all. Stay safe. And yes, if I ever do a video like this again, which I hope I don't have to, it will probably just be about I don't fucking know, all sports. Sure, we're gonna talk about all sport in the next video. Sure, bye. Anyways, stay tuned for Monday.